Is now on Game 4. Patrick Ewing and the Knicks must reject the notion that the Rockets can win again on this stage. For the first time in more than half a century, and now for the second time in less than 24 hours.
Seeking to tie the series at 2, the Rockets hoping to take a 3-1 lead. Ewing with a twisting shot rejected. Ewing on the follow.
Lamar, when you get 4 cracks at it, you should be able to finally get it.
Gone by. Vernon Maxwell only 5 for 15 the other night. Had his pass broken up by Oakley. Starks on the drive was able to get it off to Ewing. Oakley, and a foul is called. Loose ball foul on Charles Oakley. The game on Sunday night. Charles Smith gets inside, and the Knicks lead 5-0. You know, Matt, the Knicks went through a stretch earlier this season where unnamed players were complaining about the offense, the feeling that Ewing was taking too many shots. Good defense here by the Knicks. Maxwell eluding Starks. Maxwell with a nice move, but came up short. Oakley with the rebound. Patrick Ewing feels, though, they have been good shots, and he just feels he has to hit them. Here's Stark kicking it out. Oakley. The Knicks getting off to the fast start in contrast to what happened here on Sunday. And a 20-second timeout taken by the Rockets. Oakley with the turnaround. Smith from deep. The Knicks 11. The Rockets 2.
So far, the Knicks are moving the ball in the half-court offense, much as they did in Game 2 in Houston, and it was very successful for them there.
And the Knicks have matched the 11-2 start of the Rockets here on Game 3. Thorpe not able to hit. Back come the Knicks, 3-on-2. Starks pulls it up. Yes. And Rudy comes out of it, wants to talk it over. And back comes Maxwell. The lead for Cassell broken up by Mason. Anthony Mason, who handles the ball so well, leading Stark, sets up Bonner. Knicks 15, Rockets 2, and the Knicks are flying here at the start. Ewing stepping in, nearly picked it off. Olajuwon on the recovery. Maxwell switching hands on the dribble. Ewing with the rebound. Here comes Harper. And then decides to pull it back. And then shoots it. And hits.
Marwalla is starting with a swarming New York defense. Just making life miserable for the Rockets. They cannot get a good look at the basket. And the Knicks are turning it into offense for themselves.
The Rockets with only 2 points. And they have 4:15 remaining in the first quarter. Harper with another terrific defensive play that he...
Now.
Olajuwon off the fake. Cassell for 3. Yes. Sam Cassell hitting a 3-pointer spot at 3. Ewing to the fadeaway and hits. Patrick Ewing with a desperation shot. Able to drill it.
And he took a little peekaboo at the shot clock at the other end of the floor. Knew what he had to do. He's happy that thing went down.
Olajuwon with the fake. Nice move by Akeem. Jerry Seinfeld is on hand, along with Cindy Crawford. And Madonna wearing, incidentally, Matt, John Starks' number 3 jersey. Let's not read anything into that. Madonna has been hit on a number of occasions. Mark Messier, who certainly has enjoyed the past 24 hours. This the scene of one of the glorious moments in the history of New York sports. Ewing. Rebound Anthony. Well, Greg Anthony. Ewing. Patrick Ewing, 3 for 9, 6 points. And the Knicks with a 23-14 advantage. Ewing also has 8 rebounds. Fast start in that department. Ewing with the block. Shot clock at 4. Cassell. Oh, what a shot by Sam Cassell tonight. And he's done the job here in the first half. Greg Anthony showing some...
Well, you can't do that. You got to go grab it.
Cassell rejected by Smith. Horry for 3, yes. Robert Horry, who has the stroke, gets it back out. Hopper for 3.
Player of the year.
Hopper. Darren Hopper continuing the superb shooting. 3 of 5, 7 points. The Knicks 30, the Rockets 19. Kenny Smith back on the floor. Feeding Hakeem Olajuwon, now being played by Patrick Ewing, off to the side. Off the steal, Starks from Smith.
Terrific thread-the-needle pass by Charles Smith, and John Starks did an outstanding job of catching, getting feet together, and finishing the shot off as Hakeem Olajuwon.
Horry, Otis Foot on the front line. Maxwell for 3. Vernon Maxwell hitting. There's Charles Smith. The Knicks swinging the ball effectively to find the open man.
Well, that's what I'm talking.
3 minutes to go, first half. Marv Albert, Matt Dukas, Bob Costas, Ahmad Rashad, Hannah Storm from Madison Square Garden in New York. Charles Smith locating the outside touch. 8 points for Smith. The Knicks lead 36-27.
Either the passing's better or all of a sudden the rim got 3 big.
Olajuwon, yes, at both ends. At 7-point, Nick Lee. Here's Oakley, yes.
Out there, and it is starting to show.
The Knicks have missed their last 5 from the field. Ewing ends that streak. 8 points for Ewing. He is 4 for 12. The Knicks 40, Rockets 31. A game that began with the Knicks jumping in front 17-2. And the Rockets were able to come on. They ended the first quarter with a 12-2 run. Olajuwon. Hakeem is 5 for 9. Able to finish. Ewing kept it alive. Patrick Ewing controlling. Game 4, the best of 7. Rockets with a 2-1 lead. Oakley gets inside. 9 points for Oakley. Double team. Then able to hustle back. Maxwell for 3. Yes. Vernon Maxwell picking up the shooting. 10 points for Maxwell. And the Knicks lead is only 4. The Knicks have led by as many as 15. That was right at the start with that 17-2 spurt. Charles Smith with a strong move. 10 points first down by 6. Fourth gets inside. It counts and the foul. The crowd. Here's Ewing. Setting up Hopper for 3. Garrett Hopper with his second from downtown. The Knicks 49, the Rockets 42. Olajuwon with a good position that changed his mind. Horry, yes. 9 points for Horry. The Knicks lead is 5.
And we've seen the centers on 2 successive plays put the ball on the floor, start to make their offensive move, and then make a nice pass for an assist and a basket for their team. Not many big men can do that.
Well, the shovel pass from Starks picked off by Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell able to finish it off, and the Knicks lead is now 4th game that he had in Game 3. Olajuwon, yes. Hakeem Olajuwon with 12 points, and the Rockets are within 1.
And it had a story telling a story that last time out. Rudy Tomjanovich wants either Thorpe or Olajuwon to post up in transition, the first big man down, to see if they can get some quick scores there.
Starks got the step, and he drew the foul. Starks going.
Well, John Starks getting that high pick from Charles Oakley to send him towards the basket.
Olajuwon with the spinning jump. Oh, what a move by Hakeem Olajuwon, and he has tied the standing night. Here's Horry. Oh, look out. Oh, he went down hard. Robert Horry slamming to the floor.
A little give and go to Robert Horry as Anthony Mason comes over to try to... as he goes hard right.
Olajuwon off the double team. Yes. Hakeem Olajuwon. To the Knicks, Doc Rivers leading the way in that department. Went down with a knee back in December. There is Doc, who incidentally made the all-interview team once again.
Quite an accomplishment. I think Charles Barkley made it once again.
Yes. Here's Olajuwon. And the Rockets now lead 56-50. Hakeem with 18 points.
And he looks very comfortable. The last 3 times he has touched the ball, it looks like there is no defense around him.
Olajuwon with the steal. The Rockets have taken the play away from the Knicks with a
backside, and now he's suffering from back spasms. They're treating him right now in the trainer's room with some ice, trying to stretch out his back, and they do believe that he'll be able to come back and play in this game. Mark?
All right, had a nice move by John Starks. Well, Dr. Gukas was right on. Calling the back spasm as he saw it.
Challenging Mike Saunders for Trainer of the Year.
Right. Rockets by 4. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Maxwell. Rebounded by Oakley, who pitches down to Starks. Maxwell is back. Starks with a duck under move. So John Starks with a couple of buckets to bring the Knicks within 2. Minute and a half to go. Third quarter. Cassell. Thorpe. Got clock at 5. Otis Thorpe. Rebound. Charles Oakley. Here comes Starks. Harper for 3. Yes. The Knicks in the midst of a spurt. Finals. And there is the Magic Man. Here it's have 13 rebounds, 3 personal fouls. Harper for 3. That's his 4th three-pointer.
4 times, so they like to start it with him going inside, and if he can't get it, go to the outside.
Mason off a nice pass from Smith.
Trying to be aggressive defensively, but they have to use their heads.
Herrera is fouled by Smith. Back on the floor. Off the head fake. Hits. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Some calls have been going against Anthony. He's a little mad now. See if he can't get something going.
Derek Harper with yet another three-pointer. He's 5 for 9 from downtown. And for the series, he has hit 14 of 26 from three-point range. Phenomenal shooting. Olajuwon with the head fake. What a move by Hakeem Olajuwon.
He's feeling it in the low post now. Every time he gets it, he's thinking score. That was a lightning quick spin move.
Rockets lead by 2. 3 minutes gone by in the 4th. Ewing kept the dribble alive. Ewing on the return. Yes. Game is tied at 60. Game tied at 67. Olajuwon from Ori. And the Rockets take us. Only 34 minutes in the entire playoffs. Herrera had it knocked away. It will be Houston ball remaining in the 4th quarter. Olajuwon stripped, then able to recover. Olajuwon, yes. Hakeem Olajuwon. 22. Here's Ewing. Nice change by Patrick. Well, that is right on. But a beautiful save. What a save by Oakley. That second free throw by Ewing, too strong off the back of the rim. Starks for 3. They've changed it to a 2. His foot on the line. The Knicks are arguing as a timeout is called. Now Joe Crawford just changed back to a 3. Joe Crawford with the indication that it is a three-pointer. So the Knicks take an 80-74 lead.
Well, look at the hustle play here by Charles Oakley, which he does so often, running into the over the end line and trying to see John Starks' feet as he got behind Patrick Ewing's screen, and he nailed the three-pointer.
Dave, if we get up 3 games to 1, the Knicks will choke. But then pull back because obviously the Knicks are going to lead by 5. 3:20 remaining. 4th quarter. Knicks trying to tie the series at 2. Patrick Ewing his way closer to the basket, hitting with the driving hook to extend to a 7-point lead. 16 points for Ewing, but he's 8 for 26 from the field. Just under 3 minutes to go on the fourth. For Herrera, it counts, and the foul. 2:45 remaining fourth quarter. Hopper played by Cassell. Sam Cassell has played most of the game this evening. Maxwell facing Starks, who hits the three. John Starks with another three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 7. Rockets call for a timeout.
Well, the pit play for the New York Knicks. Screen and roll out on the right side. Timing is just about right as Patrick starts to come. Maxwell adjusting his feet. And John Starks can either take it into the lane or do what he did just there. Pop behind the screen and fire the three.
And the Knicks are doing it from downtown. They are now 7 of 17 from three-point land. Short of tying a record for a finals game as Olajuwon made his move. He is fouled. That's a hold on Ewing, number 5, charged to Ewing. Minute 20 remaining. Olajuwon. Ewing did not want to pick up another foul, but here's the whistle from Hugh Evans. A push is called, and that is number 6, Patrick Ewing. 32 points. The Knicks with a 3-point lead, and now trying to hold on without Patrick Ewing, who fouled out. Charles Smith replacing Patrick Ewing. We come up on 1 minute remaining in the fourth. Oakley sets the pick. Shot clock down to 8. Oakley comes out again. Here's Starks taking it to the basket, and the foul is called.
Have to do with Patrick Ewing on the bench, fouled out, happy with that play by John Starks as he goes to the free throw line. It's either got to be a post up for Mason or some kind of pick and roll in by Harper or Starks.
And that was number 5 called on Olajuwon. The Knicks have not shot well at the line. They're now 9 of 16. Starks 3 of 5, 17 points. Knicks lead 86-82. 52 seconds remaining in the fourth. Clutch free throws for Starks. And the Maxwell looking inside. Olajuwon facing the double team, broken up by Oakley. Down at the 11 as Bullard fires. That was a 3-point attempt. Here comes Starks. Starks going all the way to draw the foul. And he does. Hit by Bullard. He
Cures the rebound for New York. And Pat Riley has his heart in his throat on this particular play because he has no idea where John Starks might be going, but he's happy to see him at the free throw line.
Starks 4 of 6 from the line. The Knicks 89. Rockets 82. Tumble the Denver Nuggets fellow Georgetown alum. For Derek Hopper, he has 21. The Knicks lead by 9. This one is headed back to Houston for certain. Maxwell throws up the air ball. So the New York Knicks able to tie the series at 2. There will be a game 5 of the Garden on Friday night, and then it will be back to Houston for a game number 6 on Sunday, as time has run out on the Rockets. The Knicks defeat the Rockets 91-82. Hakeem Olajuwon, the high point man, with 32. Derek Hopper with 21. And John Starks with 20 points. The Knicks with 31 points in the fourth quarter. Listen to 82. The series is tied at 2. On a hot and humid 92-degree day here in New York City, we welcome you back to Madison Square Garden. Set for the introduction of the starting lineups. Let's go to Mike Walshewski on the public address. Harper here at the start. Harper fires and hits. Tough angle. Recovered by Olajuwon. Starks knocked it away. Kicked out of bounds by Maxwell.
It was a bad shot.
Horry off the spin. Good floor. Starks back. Oakley for Harper. Charles Oakley had 20 rebounds the other night. Harper with a beautiful ball fake. What a move by Derek Harper. The Rockets back in a hurry. Smith for three. And that has to feel very good.
Look off the defense here with the ball fake as well, as he totally had Kenny Smith going the other way.
Well, the Rockets swinging it. Oh, nice play. Olajuwon getting inside. Pretty pass from Horry. Rockets 7, Knicks 4.
Well, the ball just moved so quickly. No way the rotating New York defense could catch up, and eventually the easy lay-in for Olajuwon.
Ewing again from way out. Rockets lead 7-6.
Plenty of room for Patrick Ewing there from about 19 feet away. Stepped into that shot, no hesitation at all.
Smith on the steal. John Starks got the step. John Starks, like Derek Harper, has played very well. 20 points for Starks in Game 4, 11 in the fourth quarter, including 2 late three-pointers. The Knicks lead 8-7. 5 minutes gone by. Olajuwon. Ewing with the rebound. Harper off the fake. Sets up Oakley. Yes. The Knicks lead 10-7.
And a much better shot there by Charles Oakley on the penetration on the semi-break by Harper, and the little kick out on that last pick and roll for the Rockets on the penetration by the guard and the kick out for the jump shot for Olajuwon. That's what he wants more. He wants more of that kind of pass so he can either shoot it or drive it.
Olajuwon beat Oakley, who shot clock at 2. It's down to 1. Horry has to fling it and hits. Three-pointer for Robert Horry, who is looking just fine after bruising his back and both wrists. Injured in the fall, hit by Anthony Mason on that hard foul. Strong move by Charles Smith.
Further than he'd like to be.
Oh, what a move by Olajuwon, but he lost the grip. Beautiful pass for Starks. What a delivery.
An incredible pass right down the middle of the floor, hit the floor perfectly, and right into the hands of Starks.
Smith came up short on that three-point attempt. Knicks lead by 2. Oakley. This is the best basket.
To start and force the turnover.
Starks. The Knicks by 6, and the Rockets call for time. Not play at all in Game 4. Only 1 for 7 of the series has come on. Harper again. Derek Harper to this point has been the most valuable player of the finals. He has put together 3 terrific games, something he did not do at all during the regular season, putting 3 straight back-to-back since coming over from Dallas. Hakeem Olajuwon with his 3rd field goal,
but showed that he does listen to other people and is not always looking to control everything. He let his players help make the decision of bringing Anthony back.
Patrick Ewing with the foul. That's his 3rd field goal. He's 3 of 7, 6 points. Second quarter just underway. Knicks lead 24-21. Mario Elie has come on for the first time for the Rockets. Cassell throwing in a crowd. A bad pass picked up by Ewing, then he lost to Cassell. Open shot for Cassell. Sam Cassell now having a discussion with Carl Herrera about that last errant pass, which is not appreciated by Herrera. Bring Anthony on the floor for the first time. He and Hubert Davis at the guards. Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing, and Anthony Mason up front. They're doubling up on Ewing with Olajuwon getting a rest on the bench. Here's Anthony. Ewing with a spectacular windmill
just took off, and he figured if it's anywhere up there, either right or left hand, I'm going to try to jam this through.
26-23 Knicks. Ellie open for the three, and he's tied the game at 3. Mario Ellie, a New York City product who has not played much during the course of this series, but the feeling is he could get the time here tonight. Game tied at 26. Again, the double team on Ewing. Crowd wanting a foul as Mason pulled his way inside. Knicks lead by 2.
Of course, the Knicks getting a lot of baskets inside right now with Olajuwon sitting on the bench. Just not enough bulk, strength, or lift in the Rockets' front line right now.
Cassell for Herrera. And a pretty shot. Herrera again gets inside. And Carl Herrera, who had the outstanding game in the opener of this series, is now 3 of 3 from the field off the bench for a quick 7.
I think Pat Riley's waiting for a TV timeout here. Really, Patrick Ewing is tired right now, even though he had a couple of follow-ups. I noticed he was breathing heavily, leaning over, pulling on his shorts. Probably needs a breather.
Mason. Game is tied at 30. Rockets in the midst of a good spree. They've hit their last 4 shots. Cassell. And the rebound hustled down by Anthony. Mason saw the opening.
Again, Anthony Mason realizes there's nobody except maybe Robert Horry who can get up in the air and knock his shot away, and he's using his body very nicely to get easy little baby hooks.
6 points for Mason, and the Knicks are up 32-30. Shot clock at 5. Herrera again. 9 points for Carl Herrera. And he, out of Ohio State, a late addition to the Rocket squad during the regular season. A wild shot by Oakley, and he got the turns to Herrera. Rebound Olajuwon. Rebound Ellie. Ellie mistimed the tip. And the Knicks got a break. There's Ewing. Well, Patrick Ewing has had the touch thus far tonight. 5 of 10. 10 points, along with 5 rebounds. And it's New York by 3 with just under 5 minutes remaining in the half. Cassell for Olajuwon. Has to throw it back out. Ellie for 3. And Mason handles the rebound. The Knicks have hit their last 4 shots. They double up on Ewing. Finds the open man. Anthony Mason buries the jump shot. Good reaction by Ewing on the double team.
Well, throughout the whole series, every time the Rockets double down on Patrick Ewing, they're always going to leave somebody open. In the early part of the season, it was Oakley. Now, it's been Mason and whoever is at the top of the key.
Ewing with that block on 4th, and then he lost it. Here comes Starks. Starks for Harper. The basket counts, and the foul. It's a goaltend. Cassell for 4th. Oh, Olajuwon rams it home. Starks. Mason on the offensive boards. Rebound, Ewing. Patrick Ewing in this first half. Here's another look at it while we were away.
And as Olajuwon just tried to gather himself and pick up the basketball, he either inadvertently caught Mason with an elbow in the chest or head area, or intentional, and Mason popping right back up, wanting to go at Olajuwon. Cooler heads trying to prevail. Nobody has thrown a punch yet, as the officials trying to figure out what they're going to do about it.
Well, it appears they have called a personal foul and a technical foul on Anthony Mason. And Kenny Smith to the line.
There's a lot Olajuwon not able to get his shot off here, and as he tries to...
Who feels that he was wronged by the elbow from Hakeem Olajuwon and was upset that there was no call against Olajuwon, and the Knicks are trying to settle Mason down. They have been through many similar episodes involving Anthony Mason. Comes Starks, Mason ahead of the field, and he's fouled by Horry. Fouled hard by Horry. You'll recall back in game 4, it was Horry fouled hard by Mason. It was called a flagrant foul, and Horry hurt his lower back and his wrist, and now John Starks had something to say to Robert Horry, and this is being called a flagrant foul.
John Starks, and now back into the play to commit the very hard foul, and now a flagrant foul to prevent the dunk. And it was interesting, Robert Horry said after he was hitting game 4 that he didn't think it was a flagrant foul. He thought...
The first series of incidents that we have seen. Hopper gets inside. And the Knicks with a 14-3 run now lead 48-37. We are down to 10 seconds remaining in the half. The lead overthrow. Starks for Hopper. 1 second left. Hopper gets it off. Will it count? No, it will not. Good effort, though, by Mason. And the Knicks receiving a standing ovation as they head off the court. Patrick Ewing, the high man, with 12 points, along with... Starks with the shot clock running down, went to the reverse. And the Knicks lead by 10.
A sudden pick and roll, and John Starks took the rest of it, the casket, by taking it to the other side, avoiding getting around Olajuwon, and then avoiding the shot clock by using the rim as a shield.
Maxwell. Thorpe able to keep it alive. Here's Maxwell for 3. Ewing batting it aside. Charles Smith taking it to the basket. And he
Dropping down a bit, Patrick Ewing gives him the little bump, and the turn of the corner on Olajuwon.
Olajuwon lost it. Starks protecting it, getting it to Oakley, feeding Ewing. Down to 2, down to 1. Ewing, and 3.
The fadeaway ties the game at 61. Knicks trail.
A change of strategy for Rudy Tomjanovich as Starks hits a 3. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Had 19. Minute and a half left. Key sequence. Knicks by 3. Horry the air ball. Oakley the save. The lead pass to a wide open Mason, who throws it down.
Well, a very tentative sequence there by the Houston Rockets. Olajuwon first thought about a three-pointer.
The Houston Rockets without a field goal the last 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Sam Cassell departs, only 2 of 5. The Knicks have hit 13 of the last 14 at the line, which is the second of the playoffs. Ball knocked away by Ewing and handled by Mason, who was fouled by Ellie. With the Rockets over the foul limit, Mason will go to the line. He's 4 for 6, and Starks will dribble it out. The Knicks 91, the Rockets 84, as they head back to Houston for Game 6 on Sunday. A reminder, we will be rejoining Tom Brokaw and NBC. Horry up front, Hakeem gets inside, and he is stopped by Ewing. Maxwell with the fake. Joe Vernon Maxwell hitting on his first. 2:15 gone by. Thorpe with a shoulder ball move, and that is stopped by Ewing. Ewing had the 8 blocks in Game 5 on Friday in New York. Nice ball exchange, and Smith is able to stuff. Pretty pass. Much energy to get the ball down court. Rockets now down with only 5 of the 24, but Elijah fails them out with a jump shot. Rockets 6. The Knicks 2.
Well, Ewing coming over to help out, and actually Charles Oakley had Fort under control, but the natural instinct is to help, and it left Akeem wide open.
Starks. John Starks hits from downtown. After they missed their first 5 shots, Thorpe twisting his way. Pretty move by Otis Thorpe. Houston 8. New York 7. Ewing able to recapture and hits the jump hook. Patrick Ewing allowed to get down low once again.
And that time Patrick did have Akeem on his back, fumbled the ball, but did a good job of recapturing, and we haven't seen a lot of little jump hooks from Patrick in this series. That was a pretty one.
Knicks by 1. Horry off the spin. Kenny Smith way off on that jump shot. Here's Charles Smith. And the Knicks have an 11-8 advantage.
It's almost like a Western Conference regular season game has broken out here. Both teams just play open for almost.
Oakley. The Knicks lead 15-8. Juwan now being played by Smith. And Akeem hits over. Charles Florida State has come on, replacing Kenny Smith. Oakley, yes. The Knicks 17, the Rockets 12. And Thorpe rebounds. Oakley hit the floor hard. Horry for 3. Yes. Robert Horry from downtown. The Knicks 19, the Rockets 16. Horry trying to turn it from the 2 of 14 the other night.
It's good to see Sam Cassell getting in the backcourt, applying good man-to-man pressure against Derek Harper, giving it back to Derek. He's been doing it to them.
Patrick Ewing with his second field team remaining in the quarter. Trying to work it down. Horry for 3. Yes. Quarter underway. Knicks and Rockets tied 21 apiece. Cassell from 3. Herrera. Yes. Carl Herrera.
And caught with some poor rotation.
Crowd wanted to travel on Anthony. Smith. Charles Smith has hit 3 out of 5. He has 6 points. Rockets 26. The next 20. Janovich decides to insert Akeem Olajuwon. Here is Smith getting inside. It counts. And the foul. Strong move by Charles Smith. Cassell sits down. An excellent job by the rookie again. Here's Olajuwon with a gorgeous spinning jump shot. 10 points for Olajuwon. Rockets by 9. Just under 4 to go in the first half. Hopper on a crossover. What a move by Hopper. He left Smith behind him.
And there have been times in this series where the Rockets will force baseline. They're not doing it right now, so it's an absolute crime for Kenny Smith to let Harper beat him baseline.
Herrera, yes. Carl Herrera. Olajuwon. Pat Riley coached the previous 2 teams. Here's Starks going all the way.
John Starks.
And the Rockets lead by 7.
Well, the Knicks
collision with Smith. Maxwell for 3. Yes. Oh, a spectacular sequence.
and really with Ewing taking so many jumpers, Oakley, Mason, and Smith on a lot of good runs at the glass. Didn't get any rebounds, however.
And John Starks hits the 3. Rockets lead 46-39. 9 points for Starks along with 4 assists. Maxwell had it knocked away. They double up on Olajuwon momentarily. Olajuwon with the open shot.
He said they're down by 9 at halftime. The most important run of the season will be right here at the beginning of the third quarter. Mark?
Thank you, Ahmad. And Patrick Ewing with a pretty fadeaway baseline jump shot cuts it to a 7-point Houston lead. And Starks picked off Smith. Oakley up front. 2 minutes in, third quarter. Ewing off the fake. It counts, and the foul. Elijah. Shot clock at 2, and Olajuwon hits. This on a consistent basis. Here's Hopper. He finally in-picked. Here's Oakley. Charles Oakley from the top of the circle. Rockets with the ball, leading by 8. Cassell went to the left hand and was picked off by Harper. Steal number 4 for Derek Harper, and he set up Johns. Try to set a pick. Shot clock at 4. Ewing. Patrick Ewing from deep. He now has 17, and the Rocket lead is 4. The Knicks in the midst of an 11-3 run. Elijah Wan off a double team. Good pass from Herrera. The Knicks bench 19-1. Herrera. Won't count. Offensive. Herrera off the ball fake. Yes. He is 6 of 6. 12 points. Rockets lead by 5. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Down to 10 seconds. Harper working against Cassell. 5 seconds left. Third quarter. Mason. It counts. Anthony Mason with the hustle and then able to line drive it home. Houston Rockets lead by 3.
Well, Mason, after his first line drive, he had an idea where it was going. He chased it down, and he line drive the second one home.
So the Knicks with a 16-7 run, ending the third quarter after Houston led by as many as 12. We'll return after these messages from your local station. In the fourth quarter, games 4 and 5 starts this evening. Game 7 on Wednesday. Elijah Wan. Yes. Houston sets lead by 7. Here is Ellie. Buckets here in the fourth quarter. Starks unleashing. Hits the 3. John Starks, who has terrorized the Rockets in the fourth. Knocks down a three-pointer. It's a 72-66 Houston lead. Ellie try to put the move on Starks. Herrera for Cassell, who was blocked. Good play by him. Cassell and Ewing with the box out. Rockets lead by 6. Starks on the drive. And a foul against the Rockets. Looks to be Herrera. Herrera fouled up. And a foul is called. It's on Starks. That's his third.
Foul is called on New York's number 3, John
Oh, the Knicks doing a good job of rotating defensively out of this. John Starks really upset with this call. Keep an eye right there on that right hand as he got all ball as he rummed it right down the arm of Carl.
Starks in the backcourt. Starks wide open. John Starks lost his man, and he has brought the Knicks within 2. John Starks with all 8 Knick points to start the fourth quarter. Elijah Wan playing with 4 fouls. Elijah Wan over Ewing. He has 26 points. Rockets 74 and the Knicks 70. In this fourth quarter, it's the Rockets 9, John Starks 8. Here's Harper for Mason. Anthony Mason out of any of the previous 21 playoff games. He's playing here with 5. Oakley. Maxwell squeezing his way in. Vernon Maxwell extends to a 78-74 Houston lead. Knicks have hit their last 4 shots. Harper. Starks for 3. Yes. John Starks unconscious here in the fourth quarter.
With an offensive rebound and then able to get it himself.
Smith for 3. Yes! Henry Smith, who has struggled right throughout. Shot clock at 5. Horry for 3. Ewing rebounds. And here comes Starks. Starks all the way. Oh, what a move by John Starks. Knicks. Olajuwon did not want to pick up number 6. Rockets 84, and the Knicks 79. A minute and a half remaining in the fourth. Maxwell had it knocked away. Last touch by Maxwell. A terrific defensive play by Starks.
And Starks' drive to the basket was the first definitive move by Knicks.
Fine defensive play by John Starks against Bernard Maxwell. The Knicks get it back. They're down by 5. A minute 20 to go in the fourth quarter. Starks for 3. Yes! John Starks keeping the Knicks alive. Here's Starks. Stolen by Olajuwon. And he's fouled by Ewing. The Knicks are over the limit. So Olajuwon.
For a jump shot, but the deflection, the steal, and the foul.
Came up 3/10 seconds remaining in the fourth.
It doesn't have to be a 3. If it shows up, fine. But then if they score, just go back and play defense and try to get the stop.
Charles Oakley will throw in. They're not playing the ball. Harper from Mason. And he gets the quick 2. 2-point Rocket lead. 32. Rockets over the limit.
And I would still not be surprised to see John Starks try to win it from beyond the arc.
All right, Starks. Rockets do not want to foul. Starks for 3 came up short. And Jake O'Donnell indicating the game is over, and it will go to a 7th. Going silent in the fourth quarter. John Starks with a gallant effort. 16 of the Knicks' 22 points in the fourth. Starks claiming that he was fouled, but the call was not made.
John is thinking three-pointer all the way, harassed by the defensive player in the air. He may have gotten part of his hand. Get fouled on this as Olajuwon just flicked it.
Goes down to a 7th game on Wednesday night. The